Travelers across the United States are currently facing significantly longer wait times at airports, with some security lines stretching for up to 3 hours. This disruption is largely due to a severe shortage of staff at the Transportation Security Administration, known as TSA, the agency responsible for airport security controls. Many TSA employees are reportedly not reporting for duty, with hundreds having resigned as they are not receiving pay during the ongoing government shutdown. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a controversial measure to address the crisis. Starting this Monday, agents from the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, will be deployed to assist at airports nationwide. President Trump signaled this move on his platform, Truth Social, stating, "Get ready." The core of the problem lies with the current budget impasse in Congress. Both the Transportation Security Administration and Immigration and Customs Enforcement fall under the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which is currently operating under a budget freeze. Democrats and Republicans in Congress have been unable to agree on a new budget for more than a month. A previous agreement in January fell apart after Democrats withdrew their support following 2 fatal shootings by Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Border Patrol agents during raids in Minneapolis. Since then, Democrats have demanded reforms for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, including a ban on masks for agents and a requirement for judicial warrants for house searches before approving new funding. While Transportation Security Administration staff are impacted by the shutdown, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are not. The agency received $10 billion in additional funding last year, allowing its personnel to remain on duty despite the government closure. Tom Homan, the President's Migration and Border Protection Advisor, often referred to as the Border Tsar, will oversee the deployment. Mr. Homan explained that Immigration and Customs Enforcement forces are primarily intended to relieve security personnel by assisting with tasks that do not require specialized Transportation Security Administration expertise. This includes identity checks and monitoring exits, but notably not operating X-ray scanners, as Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are not trained for such equipment. The focus will be on airports, experiencing the longest wait times. However, President Trump's plan has drawn sharp criticism. An anonymous source within the Department of Homeland Security told CBS News that the department is unprepared for the deployment. Furthermore, Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees, which represents Transportation Security Administration officers, called the move a dangerous escalation rather than a solution. A significant concern is the legal authority of Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents to detain individuals suspected of being in the country illegally, a power President Trump explicitly highlighted in his Truth Social post, stating they would provide security like never before seen, including the immediate arrest of all illegal migrants. Amid the escalating situation, members of both political parties are pushing for a compromise by the end of this week. Reports suggest that the Trump administration may be more open to negotiations than in previous weeks, partly due to the new head of the House, Markwayne Mullin, a senator from Oklahoma, who is set to take over as secretary in April. Mr. Mullin has reportedly been negotiating with Democrats, proposing that Immigration and Customs Enforcement would require a judicial warrant for house searches and similar actions at places like schools or churches. Tom Homan has also expressed readiness for compromises, including requiring identification and increased use of body cameras for Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents. Should no compromise be reached by the end of the week, the budget freeze could continue for several more weeks, as Congress is scheduled for an extended recess until mid-April. In a separate development, entrepreneur Elon Musk has offered to cover the salaries of Transportation Security Administration employees during the shutdown, highlighting the negative impact on Americans at airports nationwide. What's your take on Trump deploys ICE to airports amid TSA shutdown chaos? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.